Well, it really has been a fun couple of days in Hawkeye sports.
Yeah, we saw basketball, wrestling, tennis, and more in action over the weekend.
And we'll start off with the men's basketball team who took on Illinois on Sunday in Carver.
The forecast was snowy outside, but in Carver, it was raining buckets.
Tyler Cook made his return after being sidelined with an ankle injury, and he made his presence known with his dunk over 3 Illini defenders.
And Joe Wieskamp shot a perfect 6 for 6 from the field, including 4 3-pointers, which helped him earn Big Ten Freshman of the Week.
Iowa broke the record for the highest field goal percentage in Carver, shooting a whopping 68% from the field on the night, which helped the Hawks take this one 95-71.
You don't know game to game who's going to be the man. Obviously today it was Joe and Isaiah. I thought Connor was terrific. But then J-Bo at the start of the second half catching fire, I thought he was terrific. So Tyler's got to get his legs back underneath him. I thought he did some really good things. He'll get it figured out. Same thing with Luka. The first half, he was pretty decent. The second half, he was tremendous. That's the kind of team we have.
Nicole, Iowa's been pretty hot as of late. Ever since that road loss to Purdue, they've been killing it. But Iowa will face number 6 Michigan State Thursday night in Carver Hawkeye.
And Iowa wrestling was back on the mat as Rutgers came to town this last Friday.
To kick things off, the one and only Spencer Lee got himself a pin less than 40 seconds into the match against Nick Denora. Pat
Lugo had a face-off with second-ranked Anthony Ashnault and lost in sudden death victory 3-1.
And at 165, Alex Marinelli continued his dominance when he pinned Anthony Oliveri with his legs to make the score 20-3 in favor of Iowa.
Sam Soule made another surprise appearance in Carver as he shut out his opponent 10-0.
Hawks went on to take this one 30-6.
Suriano and Ashnault have been tough wrestlers for a long, long time. And we know what we got when we're wrestling those guys. And so those were 2 matches that, for this guy, you're really gearing for. And DeSanto handled it. And we got to keep getting better and go on. We've served a little notice now. All right, the cat's out of the bag, so to speak.
Now, you might have noticed that Brands referenced a match that we did not.
Yeah, that's right. Some might call it the match of the year. And DITV's wrestling beat reporter John Rawson has the story.
In a match that brought all the hype, DeSanto versus Suriano delivered. But in the beginning, it was like a lullaby. A couple cautions and some escapes accounted for all the points on the board. Then, with the score essentially tied at 4, DeSanto delivered in the waning seconds.
I got to my tie. He was blocking me off with the fingers a little bit. We were going at it. And once I kept getting to that tie, I hit it. Kind of surprised myself a little bit. I need to fire more shots off and do a lot more things, but, got to cut that corner.
In fact, DeSanto surprised himself so much that he let his emotions take over after the match.
I just screamed in his face. I shouldn't have. It's something we've been working on with Tom and Terry. I just got to stay calmer.
You let him be him. What happened out there in that match cannot happen. We're in Carver Hawkeye Arena, and it's dual season, and tournament time comes around, there's referees that will throw him out.
And he's just, like I said, he's an emotional kid. In practice room, he's the same way. He gets taken down, he's like, darn it, he gets back up, and he's like, what did I do wrong? He wants to learn. That's just how he is. So he's improving, and we love him, and he's awesome for our team, great for the sport.
Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Jonathan Rawson, DITV Sports.
This win by DeSanto clouds his possible matchup in late February against Oklahoma State's Dayton Fix even more.
Well, on to men's tennis. They opened their season this weekend in the Hawkeye Tennis Recreation Center.
The team had a clean sweep against Western Michigan and Marquette on Saturday.
Iowa won 6-1 over reigning MAC champion Western Michigan and 7-0 over the reigning Big East champ Marquette to start their season off 2-0.
As a team, collectively, we just have to bring out a ton of energy every single day. I think we do a great job in practice. I think our practices are at an extremely high level, but translating that into a match can be difficult, so I was very impressed how the guys did overall with their intensity. When you're out there for 2 or 3 hours, it can be tough to keep up the enthusiasm, but the guys really bounced off each other and they stayed together as a team, and that was just really important, and that's why we got the win.
Iowa will host North Dakota and East Tennessee State on Saturday.
That's it for us in the sports studio.
Come back tomorrow to see how women's tennis team did on their home opener.
Guys at the desk, back to you.